It's what's next. Who am I and who am I becoming? And this occurred to me at a time in my life when my youngest daughter of 3, turned 16 and got her driver's license. I thought, wow, great, I don't have to be mom taxi anymore. I don't have to be here or there or show up at specific times. I'm actually on my own schedule. My other 2 daughters, one was in college now, and my oldest was a senior, so they were all pretty independent. And I thought, okay, well, they're off doing their things and, in their own way, in their own time, and, I'm still responsible for them to an extent, but I do have all this free time. I can go wherever I want and do whatever I want and get up when I want, sleep, eat, all this stuff, and I don't have to, be on the clock and everything. So I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What can I do? Like, what am I capable of doing? I was really stumped. And I thought, okay, I'd read some things about this part of people's lives, and one thing you can do is to look at things that you're passionate about. What you're drawn to, and again, it's like, well, my kids, my dog, it's like, okay, none of that. What am I passionate about? So I started thinking, okay, they said, what do you read? Well, I read a lot about how our brain works and our relationships and how we interact and why do we interact that way? And it was really fascinating to me, this neuroscience of it all, the psychology. And at one point I thought I was going to become a psychologist, and I thought, nah, I don't want to do that. But I was still really fascinated about how the brain works. Okay, that's one area. What else can I do? Okay, really always passionate about nutrition, having healthy meals for my kids, eating well, everything about health, alternative forms of medicine as preventative. Okay, well, I'm not going to become a doctor. I don't really want to become a nutritionist. I don't really want to become a dietitian. I want to do this my way. But what is my way? What do I do with this information? It just really, really stumped. So I thought, all right, maybe I'll just start going online and see what comes up. And, maybe look at life coaching. I've heard some people talk about life coaching, and well, maybe I could do that. That involves helping people, which I really love to do. People, you talk to girlfriends and you hang out together, and, people have stuff going on, and they tell you, I just had a fight with this or some problem with my daughter, and I would just be like, oh, that's too bad, and really feel inadequately prepared and able to help them. So, even though I had a lot of compassion for them and I wanted to help them, I didn't have the resources, I didn't have the tools. So I thought, okay, well, life coaching can help me with that. It will help me to learn more about relationships and how to navigate those and maybe help other people with relationships. So I thought, where do I go? Went on the internet, spent actually several months pondering all this information, then researching places and who has what locally, who has what online, and none of it resonated with me. Because I thought, well, maybe I could do life coaching and nutrition. And, really thinking big here. It's like, no one does life coaching and nutrition. Okay, well, maybe I'll just go with nutrition. And okay, I found some places for nutrition that were high marketing approaches, and I thought, well, I don't think this is really resonating with me. So again, I kind of just kept coming to these stumbling blocks. And then if you're familiar with Natural Awakenings magazine, it's that little sort of newspaper-looking magazine that's in every city. And flipping through that, always reading the articles, ooh, that sounds good. And then the little corner one day, there's this article or this little advertisement for a company called Soul Coaching. And I'm like, what's that? I know life coaching, I know nutrition, but what's soul coaching? So I called them up and talked to them. And it's about, not just coaching people around how to schedule themselves, how to plan this and that. It's more about our souls, who we are, what's there, what's blocking us from who we can become. And I'm like, sign me up. It's like, this is it. I think I finally found something that speaks to me, that, looks at how our brain works, all the psychology, the neuroscience with it, how I can help people, how I can help myself. Because I was in this place where I didn't necessarily feel my relationship with my kids was that great, or with my husband. So I really wanted to learn how to navigate that. So I I went into this coaching, this soul coaching training, and through that really felt supported by the people there. So it's okay, this is really helping me to unearth a part of me so that I can begin to help others. And also to build a little bit of confidence and allowing myself to be exposed for who I was, because it's like, well, who am I? So I can sort of let who I was peek out and say, is it safe? Is it safe to let others see who I am and for me to feel and see who I am? And slowly over the course of the training, hearing other people's stories and them being vulnerable helped me to be a little more vulnerable in exposing myself and my flaws and who I was and my dreams that I was starting to begin seeing and noticing. It's like, yeah, I do have a dream of helping others, and I do have a dream of helping myself grow. And through the support of them and then the training, it helped me to know what was next.